Alright, so this is Grudge. I'm actually on my Ascension Valley Brawler named Grudge. I don't really play Ascension Valley that often. I started playing there originally way back in beta with my Archer, but it was so crowded that there was huge waiting times to get into Tera when it first came out, ironically. Now not so much. And so I entered or made some characters in Lake of Tears, which became Fae Forest eventually, and was able to get in there quite a bit more. So I ended up kind of hanging out there more, but not really much of a PvP server lately. So I came back over here and discovered that I at some point made a 65 Brawler, so just started gearing this sucker up and just been hanging out in Ascension Valley. I'm actually going to get this this achievement here by flying to this wall of Warcraft. You can write and read messages. Message Grudge. Actually, why don't we advertise Tera Grudge report? Alright, and then we're going to go ahead and we're going to just do a quick RG. We're going to pug it because it's an entry-level dungeon. Oh shit, I'm going to die. Ooh, that hurt. Ooh, I mounted up. Wow. I mounted up in the air. Wow. Lucky I'm a Castanic, or that. No, this is a human. Because brawlers have to be female humans up until March, and in March they will become male brawlers. So I anticipate that there's going to be a lot of gender changes. I kind of think that a male brawler will look pretty cool, even though the female brawler's pretty damn cool as it stands. Yeah. So let's see. I've been in queue for already more than a few seconds. So this is Grudge. Control Z. You can kind of see this is the gear that they come with. Yeah, I didn't actually choose this gear, but I'm not against it, to be perfectly honest with you. And those are their fists. You can kind of see. When she's lighting up like that, she's basically oh, nice jump. I like when they jump like that. Every once in a while they do a little flip when they jump, as opposed to just a common landing. Oh shoot, I'm gonna jump off this ledge. Come on. I think it's like a 1 in 5 chance or something. Come on, do it. Here we go. She'll do it now. Oh shoot. She's got high heels on. Yeah. So she's a tank and she's got high heels on and she's doing flips like that. Well, whatever. Good job, Tera. Oh, so I was looking through the a-hole of you can see that Tera, even in its lowest settings, is pretty damn nice to look at. Let me go ahead and change the video settings, and nah, I'm not gonna do that right now, but you can see that it's pretty nice. This is one of the appeals of this game, and the other appeal is the fight mechanics, in my opinion. So let's see, we got a priest, which means that we get a couple of good power buffs, and we get energy stars if it's not a noob, and we get a debuff, an endurance debuff. So I'm gonna go ahead and do what I normally do. She's already trying to buff us. Good job, lady. So I'm gonna let the DPS kind of take care of those, and then I'm just gonna go sit here and enrage this guy right away. I can already tell that I like this
Enrage is ending.
I already like this
Enrage is ending.
Zerker. He's pretty sick. His gear is pretty good. Usually when people, it's kind of weird, like, I wouldn't say this is the truth for all games, but in this particular game, when you get people that take time to make their characters look half decent, they're generally okay players anyways. PvP, or PvE especially, but I'm not big into costuming, so look at that with energy stars, with a mystic or with a priest, you're generally going to do probably in the order of 50% more DPS than otherwise, and that makes a lot of sense because you got their buffs and the endurance debuffs as well. So I just screwed up because that priest is way up there still, so I just used my, yep, and there it goes. So I just used my rage. Unfortunately, I used my mounting rage, and the priest was nowhere to be found, and I got a 15-second cooldown on that. So whatever, we're just gonna have to deal with it. I'll get rage quick enough here, but I'm gonna have to block a little bit. As I suspected, when you have to block, okay, who's the target?
Rage.
You gotta make sure that if you're tanking, that you don't get in the way of when the boss starts running, because he actually does some kind of kill shot when he's running. I don't know what it is, but everybody always dies that's standing around him. Okay, now he's finally going to turn around, and then this guy should go behind him, and I think this fucking bird is going to hit me right about now. Oh, I freaking totally got lucky. I know it went after the Zerk, but at the same time, I framed exactly when I needed to, just from hearing the flap of the damn wings, which is kind of your cue.
Enrage.
The good thing about Tera and then the mechanics is it always does something sensible. It always makes you aware of when things are going to happen, one way or another. It gives you cues on where you need to stand with little shapes in the ground. It gives you little mechanical cues with either audible cues or some kind of other cue that doesn't make sense to you when you kind of first doing it, but then when you get the pros that do it and you watch their YouTubes of it, you're like, oh man, that's so obvious. So if I missed that jump because I was gonna stop because I was gonna get body blocked by that that little Ellen or Elin or whatever they're called, and yeah, she missed too, so we just said screw it, we're going up the ladder. The ladder mechanics in Tera are the worst. Anybody knows that they're going up in Corsairs and they're going up the ladder, and this part right here is just painful because why? I don't know why. Like, it would actually make Corsairs more fun if you could go up the ladders faster, because you would actually do it. Oh, well, there they go. Someone called for a DPS and a tank, which typically they won't pull the aggro, but it just makes it annoying if you're a tank.
Enrage.
So, whatever. It's almost better not to. I'm gonna let that Zerk go ahead and hit him. And I'm gonna lose my... Ooh, did I keep it? No, I didn't. So I need to be cautious here.
Enrage is ending. Enrage is ending. Enrage.
So you can see I keep losing aggro to the Lancer, because that's what it's supposed to do. It's supposed to be tanking for us, but it makes it really annoying because it moves a lot more than it should or needs to.
Enrage
So
is ending.
now I have to rebuild.
Enrage is ending.
That wing flap is actually pretty powerful
Enrage.
as far as damage goes. Okay, that's pretty good. It's fast enough. Just a little bit annoying. So that was RG in a nutshell. Didn't take too long, and Pug Group, a couple of guys from different servers, and that was the end of it. So you should be able to get through that in like 5 to 10 minutes maximum. All right, that's a wrap on RG.